And hello again. It is I, Samuel Alexander. I'm back. I'm still here, still recording these poems. I will definitely finish Lewis today. Mom's on our way back home. I told her I only have a few more to do. So if I do them quickly enough, I'm going to hear her come in and I'll be able to be like, silence. Singing is okay. I don't care if you hear her singing in the background and she doesn't care either. So we are on the same page. Conversations, not okay. Will, ultimately have to hit pause or something like that. But anyway, here we are in Lewis, the sixth in my I See Things in Blue series. And this is. I like this one. I do. I don't read it, and I don't think I've ever performed it. But I do like this one. So I'm just gonna get into it because it looks like I think it's a little long, like 2 pages. So here we are, reflection. They say the windows are the eyes to the soul, you know. Within them you can see who someone is, who they wish to be, what they are, what they aren't. It's where their deepest and darkest secrets can be found. In just one look, one glance, through them all one is becomes within grasp. But no one ever talks about what they see. Windows aren't one-sided after all, and as you can see into me, I too can see out, and my reflection shows someone I'm not. I do not know this man. This can't be who I am. Why do you seem so plain, unoriginal, just run of the mill, average, lost and alone, sad and depressed? This is the face of a man who dreams to be more, a man whose heart a man whose heart screams to be someone else, somebody worthy of humanity. But though this man has big dreams, he sees none of them within his reach. This face that I see depresses me. How could anyone be so hurt, in such pain, wishing that death would come and take him away from it all? This man sees no joy in life. He feels no love, sees no comfort, and is numb to the feeling, except for cold, for his heart has become ice, frosted over by the hate that consumes him, the self-doubt that surrounds him. It has been made cold by the many times life has pushed him aside and destroyed all the things that made him smile. All he does now is cry. Cry for the man he cannot be. Cries for the man he is but hates. Cries for the love he never receives. Cries for a hope and strength that flees from him with each breath. Yet still he cries, and cries some more, until his tears leave drops across my mirror, and I can see him no more. But I hear his sobs. They torture me. The depths of the agony within them torment me. Each short breath, each loud scream, stalled gasps, each sniffle brings me closer to the brink of insanity. Who is this man, and why can't I just walk away? Why can't I stop looking into this mirror, even though it is now covered in tears? Tears that leave lines as they slowly fall, making paths in the condensation caused from this man's breath. I see a broken image of this man and realize that he is broken. He has been shattered like a perfect wine glass, once beautiful and full of purpose, now in pieces on the ground, unable to reach its full potential with no possible way of being mended. This person is now trash. Glass shards wrapped up and put in a bag waiting for trash day, soon to be lost forever. As I stare through the paths made by this man's tears, something compels me, pulls me, orders me, demands me that I take one more look. I must see this man one last time. I slowly wipe the mirror clean till it's as flawless as it was when I first looked upon it. I watch as this man dries the last of his tears. The vacant expression grows the more I try to comprehend what my eyes are trying to say. I search for the answers, but they elude me. I can't seem to figure this out, but I'm not surprised. Some things are just beyond the simplicity of my mind. But there is something interesting, intriguing, something quite strange, peculiar. A stranger looks out at me from the mirror, but he has my eyes. Um, okay, this one is in here specifically because this is a Dario one. I can admit that this isn't as much Lewis as it is Dario. And he's kind of landed in a space where he's looking at himself with new eyes. And this poem kind of goes through a journey of him seeing the me that he doesn't want to be, the being, the person, a person that he doesn't love, that he's created. And a lot of these negative emotions come from trying to be someone that he's not. But that person is still a part of him, even though they were created for the wrong reasons. And so he's seeing all these things that he wants to get rid of. But then ultimately he realizes that that person is him. And he sees it in the eyes. And the series is literally called I See Things in Blue, and it's because he has blue eyes. So that's where it all kind of comes from, that this poem fit, because it started off with, they say the eyes are the windows to your soul, and I will readily admit that I was thinking of Atlantis, the second animated film, not the first one, where he says that to the mechanic, where the big guy says it to the female mechanic. They say the eyes are the window to your soul. I was really rooting for that romance to take off, but it never did, because cartoons aren't really delving into it. Had nothing to do with the plot, so it didn't need to be there, but you could tell that it was there. And if it were different, that the authors and writers would have dug into it, but unfortunately the show was not about that. But yeah, that's where the first line came from. And then I took it and I ran with it. What if the person you see isn't the person that you want to be, even though that person is you? And it led to the windows are the eyes to the soul. It's usually what people say when they're talking about looking at someone else or peering into someone else. But eyes can see out. And so what happens when you're looking in a mirror and you run with this phrase, now you're looking into yourself. And Dario wouldn't see good things. He wouldn't see beautiful things. Everything would just be this foreign kind of depressive, I don't want to be this person, things to him. But unfortunately, he can't look away from the parts of that are him. So the longer he stares and the longer he delves into it, ultimately he realizes so many things about this that are wrong and strange, but they have my eyes. And yeah, cannot remember where I left off, but yeah, I had to do some things. But ultimately, yeah, this one speaks to Dario finally recognizing that the person that he created is still somewhat a part of him. He can't separate the music and the singing. And, the energy that he invested in the life that he was perpetrating go away, because those are the things that sustain him. So it's just a matter of realizing that he can be those things, and the same kind of like lost and searching to find his way person that he is in this poem, and still embrace the good things about that person and take it into a new, direction, a new him. Him and his eyes can move on and see a better future for himself. So that's kind of what this poem speaks to, even though it doesn't leap over into the better side. Half. It's about where he is presently after seeing all of that in the mirror and the tears and the devastation. The thing that's pulling him the most is that this person actually still is him underneath all of that, and that maybe embracing all of this is the answer. So that's what I'm glad. I mean, hopefully that ending matches where I paused it. But I'm not thinking about it that hard. And if you made it this far, as per usual, thanks for stopping by.